Hey everybody, Angela Carboni coming at you live on Thursday night for episode 4 of Ask Angela Anything. It is about 10 minutes after 8 Mountain Standard Time. We just finished our other mastermind. And now I am on live with you guys. So if you have any questions, just put them through the chat here, and then I will answer them. I want to start off answering some of your guys' questions that you've sent me this week, which were awesome. So thank you for those questions. A couple of things I want to touch on tonight is connecting with the community more. And I just talked about this in our other mastermind, but you guys, you know, the GAZ community is there for a reason, okay? It's there to help everybody that is in it, okay? So what happens sometimes is when we think we're connected to the community, but we're not really, right? So being connected to the community means being more than just being in the group, right? And more than getting the email, or more than popping onto the webinars and stuff like that, okay? Being connected to the community means you give something to the community and the community gives something back, right? So if you see somebody in that community who has a question that you can answer the question. Because then it's more likely that when you post a question in there, you're going to get an answer right away too, okay? The other thing that happens when we disconnect from the community is everything becomes infinitely harder to do, okay? Because when you're kind of withdrawn from the community and your first ad doesn't get approved or something, you feel like, oh my God, this is, you know, never going to work for me and blah, blah, blah. And then you quit, right? Let's say you've been in the business for a little while, but you're kind of out of the community and your ad account gets shut down. Well, if you were inside the community, you would see on a daily basis how people's ad accounts are getting shut down and they're back up within an hour, and how their ads are getting disapproved, but this one's getting approved, and how they're bringing in, you know, hundreds of leads, or 10 to 20 to 30 to 100 leads a day, you know. And Julian said something interesting on the mastermind last night, the webinar last night, that if you have generated one lead in your business, you are in the top 5% of network marketers. 95% of network marketers won't even generate one lead. Not one lead, you guys. So this doesn't have anything to do with making money, okay? If you can generate one lead, you can generate one sale. If you can generate one sale, you can generate 2 sales. If you can generate 2 sales, you can generate 10 sales. If you can generate 10, you can generate 100, okay? So this is just how it goes, okay? Everything is a step forward. Everything is a step to on the journey. Okay? That's what this is about. So, Pauline, hey Angela, you are amazing. I closed a sale on the phone today thanks to your phone call examples. That is awesome, Pauline. I love to hear that. Way to go, girl. Way to go. See, and this is what I'm talking about. Pauline, you know, I'm not sure how many sales this is for you, but now Pauline getting this sale today by being on the phone puts her in the top 1 to 5% of network marketers on the planet. On the planet, you guys. So look at what's going on inside of our community. When we've got people making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month. Brian Hodgson making $750,000 in the last 15 months. Like, he's in the top 1% of network marketers. Think about how many top 1% network marketers are inside of GEZ. There's thousands of top 1% internet marketers inside of GEZ. And you have access to these people, right? This is freaking incredible, you guys. And this is why you should be connecting into the community. Check the GAZ group throughout your day on Facebook, you know. See what people are posting. See what's happening with people. Maybe a problem that they're having is something that you've had and you can help them with it. Maybe a problem you are having is something somebody already faced and they can give you the answer. You know, so really strongly, I believe in community, and I talk about this when I'm on my phone calls to you guys, like, for new people that I'm bringing into the community. I say, you know what, you have something to do here, okay? You are responsible to this community, just like the community is responsible to you. Pauline, thank you. This is my 5th sale, and I have 2 more phone calls tomorrow. Way to go, Pauline. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. And you know what? If I was able to help you in that, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for you telling me that. I'm grateful for you popping on and letting me know that. That is just fantastic. Way to go. Everybody give Pauline the awesome thumbs up. The other thing about the community, you know, we've got this event coming up in Vancouver, and there's a lot of people who are already committed to going. There's a lot of people inside our mastermind here in Edmonton that are going. We're rocking excited about it. But what happens at an event is if you unfortunately have people in your life that aren't as supportive for you as they should be, you know, we all have family and friends who think that what we do, you know, is just stupid or it's a scam, or because they don't understand it. That, like, your family and friends who may not be outwardly supporting you all the time, they're doing it out of love. They feel like they're trying to save you from a mistake you're making, right? So nobody is trying to be, like, your family and close friends are not trying to be unsupportive on purpose. They think they're helping you, okay? They think they're helping you by saying, you know, are you sure about this? Like, this is, I don't know, you hear about these things and, you know, they work out well for some people, but, you know, not for everybody else. You know, like, there's all this kind of information out there, right? So if you unfortunately are, your you know, your family or your group of people or the community that you're around, you know, more in your daily life are not as supportive, when you go to these events, you guys, you are lifted up so much by these events because you just feed off of each other. You feed off of everybody's successes and everybody's enthusiasm and confidence and fun. You know what I mean? Like, it is just ridiculous how much an event can carry you through to the next event. Like, we're having like quarterly events sort of, right? So every 3-4 months, you're going to be able to dive right back into GAZ with, you know, with an event. And that can keep you motivated and excited and a part of the community till the next event, even if you go home to people who are not as supportive as they should be, right? So when you connect into that community, when you go to the events, when you make masterminds happen, when you talk with people, we were just talking about this on our other mastermind, that, like, there's a group of us here in Edmonton, and Jan, of course, you're in Kelowna. We know you're in Kelowna. We love you. We miss you every day. But there's a lot of people, like, we're family now. You know, we are family. That is how we look at each other. That is how we think about each other. That is what we want to show, that love. And we mean it. We mean it, you guys. We mean it. Like, you know, Julian was saying last night that there's more family inside of GAZ than in his actual family, right? He feels more of a family connection inside our group than he does sometimes with his own family, right? And I feel that way too. And I know there's lots of other people in this group that if you guys did not have this group, you would not be where you are today. You would not be making the changes in your life that you're making. You know, so connecting to the community is extremely important. Carly, I have a quick question. After the phone calls and they buy in and they do the training, how do you get them for the $99 to from the $99 to the product sale? Well, Carly, the system will take care of that for you inside the coaching call. Okay. So after people have gotten through their training, after they get past lesson 10 there, where they're introduced to the Enagic products, the coaching call will happen, and your coach, whoever is doing the coaching calls, and our people who do our coaching calls, guys, are friggin' phenomenal. I can't believe what they do each day. They work so hard for us, and we should be kissing their feet, honestly, because they work so hard for us and they do a great job. But that is where the product sale will happen. It will happen inside of the coaching call. So Jan has said, let the system do the work, Carly. Our coaches are very, absolutely, Jan. Absolutely. Let the coaches take care of that. You know, if you're new, Carly, I'm not sure how long you've been in the business for, but that's when that product sale will happen. I just posted in my group, I was another mastermind that I'm in, came across this incredible video, hi Vanessa, of a man named Brandon Lee, who's doing this incredible video explaining the trifecta and the water, and it's only 12 minutes long. He has done a phenomenal job of packaging all the health and wellness and all the information that comes along with Kangen water into a 12-minute video. And you guys, this is a tool, okay? This can be used very, very effectively. So after people have had their coaching call, let's say, and they might be going back and forth on whether or not to buy the products, if you sent them this 12-minute video, I bet you they're going to get a trifecta sale out of it, because every single thing that this can do health-wise, also with cleaning your veggies, also with cleaning your house, also with all the great things the water does, like the beauty water for toning your skin and everything, like, had I not owned these products and I watched this video, I would have wanted these products. Like, I was looking at it like that. So that video is on my page. I'll try to post it in the feed here later on. But use these tools, right? And it's because I was connected into the community. It's because I'm in another mastermind that this video came to me and now I get to use it, right? So be connected, stay connected, okay? Laura, what would you recommend someone do when you get to the spot where the people ask for the buy now link, but they don't do anything with it? You know what, Laura, that happens. That happens to practically everybody. Okay. I'm wondering if are you sending them the buy now link, like just through messages, or have you been on a phone call with them yet? Then I might be able to answer that a little bit better if you want to give me a little more detail on what you're doing, Laura. There were some questions that I want to focus on. The other thing, you guys, and I was talking about this in my other mastermind today, I used to do a couple of go lives a week, okay? Like and honestly, doing this Ask Angela Anything Thursdays, I feel like I've slacked off with you guys. And I'm sorry, because I feel like I'm saving up all your questions for Thursday night, when I really should be doing a couple of go lives every other day and keeping up, helping in the community, answering your guys' questions as fast as I can, but also putting out more content. I feel like I've backed off of giving you guys good value and more content. So I'm going to be starting to do more go lives. So if you haven't already checked on my profile where you'll get notified when I go live, you might want to do that, because the Ask Angela Anything Thursdays are not going to be the only go live all week anymore. I got to do more. I love doing them. I love giving out good content, and I feel like giving you guys content once a week for like an hour isn't enough. I got to give more content than that. So I'm going to be upping my game on that one. When it comes to some sales skills that I was asked about, bottom line is there is a sale made on every call. Okay. So either you have sold them on getting started in GZ or buying a trifecta or whatever the call is about, or they have sold you on a reason why they can't. Okay. Thank you for putting that link in, Justin. You're the best. He's so quick about these things. He's just phenomenal. Justin rocks. I think I missed something here. Laura messaged. Okay, so if you just message, like you did the whole conversation through Messenger and you never had a phone call with them, and then you sent them the buy now link and they're not answering you, if I've wrapped that up properly, Laura, let me know and then I can answer you. So a sale is made on every call, guys. Either you sell them your product or they sell you on an excuse. Okay. Now, I didn't want to mislead you or anything, but last week when I talked about that some people do have to wait until payday because the average Canadian American only has access to about $1,000 on any given moment, I don't take that excuse very easily, okay? If somebody has told me they have to wait till payday, I have literally gone through their budget with them, from what they told me they make to what they told me they spend and why they actually have to wait until payday before I will even accept that as an excuse. So I don't accept that very often. So I think when I told you last week that some people do have to wait till payday, I maybe gave you not false information, but I didn't maybe give you the full story on it, that using payday as an excuse, it is not always an excuse, okay? But you have to take control of that conversation and say, okay, what is going on financially? Seriously, that you don't have $99 right now, right? Like you usually, like I ask people in my phone calls with them how much money they make on their income right now, like how much money they bring into their house, right? So if I start breaking it down, I'm like, okay, well, you say you bring in $3,000. How much is your rent or your mortgage payment? And do you have a car loan? And what are you paying? Like, do you have cable TV? What's your phone bill? Like, I literally go through their budget, and before I will ever accept, I got to wait till Friday's payday. Okay. So I wasn't trying to say that that's a viable excuse all the time. Okay. But there are people who do have to wait till payday. So I hope I'm making that a little more clear than last week. Okay. Because that is something I only accept actually after I've literally gone through their entire budget with them. You know, so I hope I kind of cleared up the issue surrounding that. I'm just trying to, I had one person ask, what do I tell people when they're super adamant about knowing what we're selling? Now, getting to the products, you guys, the sales process is a journey. Okay. So, if you're making your calls up front for the $99, you're not getting into the products at all until they have, bought in $99, started going through their training, and got to their coaching call. This is all set up this way for a reason. It's because this is the most effective way to do this. This has been researched. This is very clear about each step has a reason. Okay. So, but I think when I was being asked this question, if you are allowing people to say to you, well, look, you know, Angela, just get to the point here. Like, what's the products? Like, I'm sick of your, whatever you're trying to do. Right. I have lost control of that conversation for that question to even happen. Okay. So when I hear, you know, what do I tell people when they're super adamant about knowing what the products are? You have lost control of that conversation if it even gets that far. Okay. And the moment you lose control of the conversation, you will never get it back. You might as well just hang up the phone. All right. For some of you who haven't done the straight line persuasion training yet, I'm actually, I'm going through it again. I saw it years ago, and there's a lot of it that I've totally forgotten. I'm actually taking the weekend to go through it again, like binge watch it. And, so far what I've seen of it is a lot of stuff that I already do, and a lot of stuff that I already remembered. But if you guys haven't done the straight line persuasion training yet, I would try to get onto that. It's in the GAZ, it's in the GPM Vimeo, group. I was just posted in the group earlier today, in the GAZ group, that you can go into this Vimeo account and all the webinars are there. So, but if you have gotten that far in your conversation where they're like, look, just tell me the products, they have control. If that's how they're talking to you, they're not looking at you as an authority figure anymore. They're looking at you like you're just some sleazy salesman. And why aren't you answering my freaking questions? What are you trying to hide? Why are you being so shady? Then you have lost control of the conversation long before that question ever happened. Okay. So get control of your conversations. I think I missed some questions here. Let me just go back, guys. I don't want to miss anything. Nathan, I just tell them that we have an offer in place that they are going to drive traffic to. LOL. Very simple, very clear, Nathan. Good job. Good job. I would do that. Pauline, I just went through all of the videos today. Straight line persuasion videos, Pauline? Awesome. Good for you. Amy, what is the straight line persuasion? Straight line persuasion is, you guys probably all remember the movie Wolf of Wall Street. It was about a guy named Jordan Belfort. And, he is basically the king of how to teach somebody how to sell something. Even though he, you know, did some unethical things with his sales in the past, I always kind of find that funny when I go through this, because I just thought, you know, Jordan, you know, you screwed people out of hundreds of millions of dollars in the stock market, before he was even like 28 years old, I think. And he's constantly saying in the training, use this ethically, use this ethically. So I always kind of find it funny because he used this unethically for a very long time. But it's a series of trainings about how to go from open to close inside of a sale. And when things get taken off track, how to bring them back on track. And it's in the GAZ back office, or not the back office, the group. I believe it's in the GPM group. And yes, take notes. And you'll retain the info. I always take notes, Nathan. I'm big on taking notes. So that's what straight line persuasion is. Amy, yeah. So Pauline, it's amazing. Absolutely, it is amazing. Donald, what do you tell someone who can afford $99 but needs time to purchase a product? Well, I mean, if they need time to purchase a product to get the financing set up, then that's part of the journey, right? I have people who go directly to the trifecta, financed through Medicard. I have people who have tried Medicard and they, you know, can't get approved. So we look at Enagic in-house financing for maybe starting with an Ukon or starting with a K8, or even starting with a Level Up R. There are a million ways to finance these products. And in, you know, in the United States, there's so many freaking lenders in the United States. It's ridiculous. I don't even know them all. I'm just really familiar with what I do in Canada because I tend to do it more than I do in the United States. But our coaches are very aware of, all of the financing options. There's a new one in Canada. I think Easy Financial. People are starting to use that a little bit more for people who haven't been able to get approved through Medicard. I've offered Easy Financial as a answer, you know, to some people's financing questions. So, you know, taking time to purchase a product is not a bad thing, Donald. Pretty much with all of us, you know, not everybody comes out and says, okay, here I got, you know, 8, 9, 10,000, whatever it is with the tax in their province or in their state. Here's the money, go ahead and I'm buying it, right? Usually they have to kind of set up a financing situation or set up in-house Enagic financing or whatever. So taking time between the 99 to get to the product is quite normal, Donald, right? We got to go through these steps of financing. So when they get financed, they'll buy the product from you and it'll be good to go. Justin, How to Win Friends and Influence People is good too. Yes, it is. That's a fantastic book. If you guys are not having, if you've never read that, I would suggest getting it. It's a great book to learn how to communicate properly with people, learn how to listen properly to people, because we have to remember that communicating is not always talking, right? Sometimes it's listening, and there's an effective way to listen. Okay. So going through some of the books, How to Win Friends and Influence People, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, stuff like that. They're going to give you the skills that you need to be a good listener. Okay. Let me see what else. You're welcome, Amy. My pleasure. Let me see. Guy told me today he's in a hard place to start, Justin. Okay. So what kind of hard place is that? They help for decent credit. I will try again, LOL, with Easy Financial. I'm not sure what you're saying, Justin. Are you saying they hope for, or they have decent credit? Yeah, give me some more on that, Justin, and I'll see if I can answer that better. So yeah, losing control of the conversation, guys. If you've lost it, you've lost it. Now, I did some go lives before with you guys about pre-qualifying people and exactly what I say. And some of you, if you're using that, great. I want you to remember though, but when you're pre-qualifying people, you're not just pre-qualifying the people that would be good for this business. You're pre-qualifying out the people that wouldn't be, okay? Because you need to know who you're spending your time with. Like, you need to know who you're spending your time on, right? So that's why it's more important to pre-qualify people out so that you know who not to continue wasting your time with, right? If they adamantly feel they cannot afford $99, if they, you know, I had a couple of messages today and I was going through my pre-qualification with this one gentleman and he was like, yeah, I can afford the $99, but if this is network or affiliate marketing, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, well, then this isn't for you. Take care. Bye-bye. Right? So now I've pre-qualified him out. I'm not going to continue a conversation with him because he's already told me he doesn't like network and affiliate marketing. So that's a waste of my time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye then, right? Amy, yes, I started pre-qualifying people and I love it. Way to go, Amy. Good job. And if you guys are not pre-qualifying, pre-qualify, okay? It is crucial inside your business so you're not wasting your time. I was asked about split testing strategies. I get asked about this a lot, you guys, and you know what? If I don't have a magic ball that says you're going to put out an ad and you're going to test it with these people and they're going to respond and you're going to make $1 million. If I had it, I would charge $10 million for it, right? I just don't have it, guys. Okay. I know what works for me right now. What's working for me is playing around with gender and age. That's all I'm playing with. I'm not putting in any interests. Except for when I do certain ads inside the United States, I can target income and it's under the interest section when I do certain things in the United States. But I look at who's responding to me, you know, use your insights tab inside your Facebook fan page to see who's responding to you. Is it men? Is it women? Are they 20? Are they 50? Which province are they from? Which state are they from? How often do they comment on your video or like your posts? You know, all of this information, Facebook's algorithms have put it all together for you inside your insights tab on your fan page. Okay. So you can see, who's responding to you the most, you know, and like I've told you guys many times, I get a lot of response from men age 35 to 44. And so I target men aged 35 to 44. They're the ones who are listening to me. They're the ones who are clicking on my ads. They're the ones who are commenting on my videos. Chuck, Spencer, no interest? No interests. I don't put in any interest right now. Okay? Nothing. I play with age and I play with gender. That's it. So when I say I play with age and gender, I either do men or women. And I always kind of stick myself in the 30 to 50-year-old range because that's what people respond to with me. So that might be 30 to 35 on one ad and 35 to 40 on another and 40 to 45 on another and 40 to 50. This is how we play. This is how we split test, right? 30 to 31, 30 to 32, 30 to 34. Like, I mean, you guys, you just got to keep split testing, you know? And if you do your split testing properly, like the way you're trained to inside the GAZ system, you'll be able to find out quite quickly who's responding to you and who's not. Okay? And which group of people you're trying to target. You know, I'm not a mother. Okay? So I never will be. But I know a lot of people who are single moms inside this business who are targeting single moms inside. That's who they're targeting. And that's a great thing. They can communicate with a single mom. They understand some of the headaches that come with being, you know, having a baby daddy or something, or having to co-parent, or trying to find time to be with your kids because you're a single mom and you got to work. You know, like, I mean, there's all these things that a single mom goes through that I don't go through in my day, right? And it's not that I'd never be able to relate to a single mom, but I don't have the same connection, right? So, and I have a million interests and I have done a million jobs. So, you know, I worked in the oil and gas field for a while as an emergency medical responder on drilling rigs, and I was a correctional officer for 7 years, and I was a waitress, and if I wanted to target every different, you know, like job I've ever had, I could do that. Okay. And I've targeted oil and gas and had it work out well for me. And I actually don't target corrections or law enforcement because I left that industry because I hated the people. So why would I want to bring the people into my business, right? So it's not, I mean, I don't hate everybody in corrections. Don't go freaking out or anything at me or anything. There's some people who are still friends of mine who work in corrections. But for the most part, they're not a group of people that I want to deal with anymore. If I wanted to deal with them, I'd still be a friggin' correctional officer working in the prison. So, you know, I figure out who you want to talk to and talk to them. Figure out who you don't want to talk to and don't talk to them. And that's where pre-qualifying somebody into your business is just as important as pre-qualifying somebody out of your business, and so you're not wasting your time on them. I think I missed something here. No interest, yeah. Chuck Spencer, so it just goes to everyone. Chuck, it goes to, if I target men, Canadian men age 35 to 40, it goes to Canadian men age 35 to 40. That's what Facebook will send it out as, okay? If I added an interest in there of, you know, whatever, oil and gas, then it's going to target people who said they're in the oil and gas industry, right? But right now, all I do is age and gender. And I'm actually not running, that I have one ad running right now that is targeting females as well. All of my other ads are targeting males. Males like me better. Women just don't seem to like me that much. Nathan, you just got to capture attention. Clickbait works too if you're doing comment info ads. Okay, I'm not sure what you're responding to on that one, Nathan. Justin, so Buddy's in a hard place with hydro bills, 5K behind. I told him wouldn't know be the chance to take the risk and change that so it wouldn't happen again. And Easy Financial tried to go. I don't know if I saw the whole post, Justin. Carly, we use exclusions more than interests. That's a good idea, Carly. That's an absolutely good idea. So, Chuck, okay, no clue, thought we had to pick interests. No, you don't have to pick an interest on each ad, you guys. That's just something that you can choose to do, right? There are, you know, there's a lot of people in the community who came out of the oil and gas industry because Brian Hodgson started off targeting the oil and gas industry. And look at what he's done with his team. Like, it's been friggin' amazing. The guy's made $750,000 in the last 15 months, right? And for oil and gas people coming into this business, it was really good because oil and gas money is big money, you know, like they're making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month in the oil and gas industry. So for them to be able to come online and do that is phenomenal, right? There's very few places that oil and gas people can go in order to make oil and gas money somewhere else, right? But inside network marketing and affiliate marketing, they can make oil and gas money from home. So that makes this an even bigger draw. Okay. Let me see if I missed anything else. No, I think I'm caught up there. So yeah, the split testing strategies, guys. Look at your insights inside your fan page. Excuse me. See who's following you. See who's responding to you. You know. Okay, so I wanted to touch on being an authority as well, because this is something that I think I'm getting a lot of questions about, you know. So, you know, I had a guy just today who was, I sent him, you know, my pre-qualifying questions, and he answered them all. And then I think it was about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes before I saw it, and I got back to him. And then, so he'd answered all the questions, and he was like, what, where are you gone now? You're not going to even answer me? Is this such a scam? Why aren't you answering my questions? And I was like, hey, man, you know, if you expect me to respond to you within 1 fucking second, that's not going to happen. Fuck off. Bye-bye. Okay. Like, you know, I was like, holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, he answered 3 questions, and now he's like, where are you? Where are you? Are you scamming me? Why aren't you answering me? I was just like, fuck off. I don't even need to waste my time with you. You're a waste of my time. And then he was like, wait, I didn't mean it. And I'm like, well, you did mean it, because you typed it in, or you said it, or whatever. And you know what? I don't need your fucking business. I have got hundreds of people wanting to work with me every day. My ads are performing like fucking mad. I got a great ad budget. I'm making great money. I do not need to deal with somebody's bullshit. Okay. That is being the authority. That is taking away the opportunity to people who you don't want to work with, people who don't deserve the opportunity. If they're going to treat you that way now at the beginning of the process, what makes you think that's going to change as you know, get them on your team? They'll be driving you fucking nuts. Bye-bye. Be the authority. Tell people to fuck off. It's okay. Pauline, haha, I've had people like that too. You know what? It's going to happen, guys, you know? And this guy, like, he didn't make me mad. He didn't really make me anything. I was just like, you know what? If this is where you're going to be, I don't have any fucking time for you. Ciao. Bye-bye. Right? And he was like, wait. I thought you went away. And I'm like, well, I can't respond to people in milliseconds. I'm a human being here. And if you expect me to respond in, you know, 1 or 2 seconds, and if I haven't responded to you that fast, you're going to freak out. I don't want to deal with you. You're a fucking waste of my time. Fuck off. Okay? Move on. Okay, I think I've gone over all the questions you guys asked me throughout this week. So, how are we doing? Did I give you guys some value? Give me some likes. Give me some hearts. Let me know if you got any more questions here. It's only 8:41 p.m. my time. Chuck, oh fuck, I'm dying. You know what, you guys? You know, and I was watching the webinar last night with Julian and Brian, and Brian is so phenomenal. And Julian and I go all the way back to 2013 when we made the Project AWOL reality TV show there in or webinar or online show, whatever the heck it was, in Thailand. But you know, if you're not straight up like me, then you don't have to speak that way. You know what I mean? If you're not more a shoot from the hip as I am, or as Brian is, or you know, if you're more shy, then be who you are. Okay, you guys? But don't ever forget that you are set up as the position of authority inside this business. Okay? People are coming to you. You know, I had one guy message me, I think it was about a week ago, and you know, we went back and forth and did some messaging, and we were getting ready to, like, the next step would have been to get on a phone call. And he was like, oh, what was he saying again? He was saying something, oh, fuck, I just lost my train of thought. But he was saying something to me like, you know, if you're so successful, then why'd you reach out to me? And I was like, excuse me, I did not reach out to you. You reached out to me. Go back in our messages and see who responded first. Okay? That was you. You commented in my post and I responded to you. Or you sent me a message and I responded to you. I never came after you first. You came after me. I'm the one with the opportunity. I'm the one with the fucking solution to every gosh darn problem you have on this planet. Show me the fucking respect that goes along with that. Okay? That's what being a person of authority means, you guys. Okay? And I'm not saying you have to be some hard-nosed bitch all the time. I am not some nightmare all the time, you know, but I will allow myself to be treated a certain way, and I will not allow myself to be treated some other way. Okay? You're going to treat me with respect, and this is going to be a respectful relationship throughout this business, or it's not going to continue. So don't be afraid to tell people to fuck off. Sometimes people are not meant to be on your team. Sometimes they're not meant to be in this business. And think about the community in this side of things too, you guys, because, you know, if I was dragging somebody through the recruiting process and then I get them in the community, they're just going to drive the community nuts with questions and stupidity and, you know, it just, that will just continue on, right? No matter what it is, you know? If you bring in people who are hungry for success, who want to change, who see the potential with this business, those are the people you want to bring into the community, you know? But the people you have to drag are the people who are like, well, you've gotten hold of me and you, meh. Fuck off. Goodbye. Ciao. You know, you're done. You've wasted your chance with me now. Sharia, oh God, I'm not pronouncing that right, I'm sorry. I had 2 people come at me at work and laughing in my face about what I do, and it was a rough day. This dumb fuck was like, if you are making money and talk about how the business is so good, why the fuck are you driving around in a Mazda 3? And the other old fuck who's half the time drunk goes, I can't see the rest of it. Okay, so you know what, you guys, we're all going to be faced with some of these people sometimes. You know what I mean? You know, just because you're making money online and you're driving a Mazda 3, whatever, you know what? These are just negative Nelly people. These are just assholes that you don't need to have in your life. And I've said this so many times, and I'm okay, so there's going to be some more F-bombs coming up, guys, because I think this needs to be said. Now, I do have the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I'm about halfway through it. Now, this is not a book I needed to read, okay? I already don't give a fuck. I have very few fucks to be given to people anymore. Because I just can't, you guys. I just can't care about all this shit that happens in the world. I don't care what Donald Trump did today. I don't care what actress has a new fucking sex tape out. I don't care what Justin Trudeau did today. I don't care about any of this. I literally don't fucking care. Okay? 99% of the information that is going around us is useless. Absolutely, totally fucking useless in our lives on a day-to-day basis. 99% of the time, whatever a politician is doing is not directly affecting your life in any major way. For the most part, there's some things that affect your life, okay? I'm not saying that what our leadership does on this planet does not affect us. It does affect us. But why are you filling yourselves with all this shit? That's what you're doing. You're filling yourselves with shit. And these people who are bugging you about your Mazda 3 or whatever and saying, oh, why the fuck are you driving this car if you're making all this money? Just say, you know what? What are you doing in your life that makes you so fucking happy? How's your wife loving working her ass off as well to provide a family for you and your kids? How much time do you get to spend with your kids? How much debt do you have? How behind in your mortgage are you? Like, until somebody is paying your bills, you don't need to fucking care about anything they say, okay? They are just people who are so scared of what you're doing because they could never do it themselves that they have to try to bring you down and make themselves feel better in order by bringing you down. The only way that they can have their lives make sense to them, that they're working this 9-to-5 grind, that they barely see their kids, that they have no time for their spouse, but they never take a fucking vacation. These are the people who are trying to drag you down because they're not happy with where they are. Okay? Fuck them. Fuck them in the ass. It doesn't fucking matter what somebody else says to you. It doesn't matter. Now, my years as a correctional officer, you guys, this became very easy for me, okay? If I've got a criminal, you know, on the other side of the glass, then I'm, you know, warehousing essentially inside of a prison because that's mostly what you do. Do I give a shit if he calls me a bitch? Consider the source. Who fucking cares what these people are saying about you in order to make themselves feel better? That's all they're trying to do, is make themselves feel better and make themselves think that their life is perfect when really they know it sucks ass. Really, they know they hate their job. Really, they know they're not making enough money. They really know they're not getting enough time with their kids. They know all these things that they're lying to themselves about. That's what we do, you guys. As a society, we are huge about lying to ourselves. You know, we lie to ourselves each morning that we get out of bed and go to a job that we hate. That's lying to yourself. That's settling. That's going, well, you know, the bills got to get paid. This is what we do, right? I've been taught to go to school and get a good job and work it and, you know, try to take a hurried vacation once every 5 years that I have to put on a credit card, and then, you know, pay 18% interest on as I pay it back. But I had to take that vacation every 5 years. Otherwise I was going to go nuts. I never get to see my kids. I never get to see them play sports or gymnastics or whatever the hell it is. This is all people lying to themselves. This is all people, who see you going off the beaten track and off to a different journey to success. And the only way they can make themselves feel better about their lives is to try to make you feel like shit about yours. That's the only thing they're doing. Okay? Consider the source. You know, I don't drive a Mercedes, right? Do I care? No, I don't care. That's not a priority for me. I don't want a Mercedes. I want my 69 Camaro. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't matter what other people do, okay? Just walk away from it. Block it out. You cannot let these things in, you guys, okay? You really can't. And it really just sucks energy. It just sucks energy, and it just sucks time in your brain that you could be thinking about fantastic, wonderful, awesome things, and you're allowing your brain to say, oh, well, we're, you know, this and that, and maybe they're right, and, you know, like, it just causes uncertainty. But the best thing you guys can do is be confident in your decisions. Be confident that the day you came into this business, you saw it. You had a vision of what it could become for you. Hang on to that vision of success. Hang on to that. Hang on to the reason, like, when you start to feel like you want to quit, remember the reason why you started. If your why is bigger than any other obstacle, which mine is, which is why you see me having success inside the community, because I don't let any of this shit affect me. I keep going 100%, all go, no quit toward my goal. Okay? That's what you should be focusing your time on. That's what you should be focusing your brain time on. That's what you should be thinking about. Fuck these idiot people. They're useless. Oh, gosh. Fuck them, exactly. Justin, I have a Chevy Sonic. Good for you. Great ride. Crab in the bucket holding you down. Absolutely. Absolutely. Justin, I'm sick of settling. Good, okay? Don't settle, guys. Chuck, you can't argue with stupid people. They will bring you down to their level and beat you with experience. It's absolutely right, Chuck. It's absolutely right. You know, and it's not even so much that these are stupid people. These are just people who don't know what you know. Okay. They haven't taken the time to get educated on affiliate marketing. They don't know that it is the biggest growing industry on the planet and has created more millionaires than any other industry ever has in the history of the world. They don't know that. You know that, which is why you made the right decision that you're in to make this opportunity your life's work. You already know that. They just don't know it. You don't know what you don't know, right? So if people are going to say stupid shit to you, just get them the hell out of your life, you know? And if they're really close and their parents or their siblings or they're people that you can't necessarily walk 100% away from, then just remember that their opinion doesn't matter of you. I don't care what my sisters or brother or my dad or, you know, my friends think about what I'm doing, you know? My family's very supportive, luckily, but you know, not everybody has that, right? And I didn't have it at the beginning all the time either, guys. Like, you know, when you first get into this industry, everybody's just like, oh my God, this is just a waste of your time and it's a Ponzi scheme and you're gonna lose your money and blah, blah, blah. But just, you know, you have to persevere through all that negativity. You have to find your dream lifestyle. And your dream lifestyle is different than mine. And mine is different than, you know, the next person's, right? Our vision of success is all different. So that's why our whys are all different. And that's why we are striving to do things the way we're doing them for a reason. Okay. So just remember your why when things get a little bit rough or when people get shitty with you. I told him off because he's such an angry fuck that he was literally banging his head on the lockers the other day. So I brought that up Well, if he wasn't happy or would be banging my head on the locker, he shut up pretty quick. Way to go. Way to go. You know, so call people out on their shit, guys. Like, that's what I do. You know, like that guy who messaged me, who was like, well, if you're not going to get back to me, you know, immediately, you must be a scam. And I'm like, no, I'm not a scam. I'm a busy woman, and you can go fuck yourself now because you've just pissed me off, and now you're a waste of my time. And he's like, wait, I thought you were a robot. And I'm like, well, if you thought I was a robot, why did you think I wouldn't answer you right away? Wouldn't a robot answer you immediately? I'm a real person. I'm not going to take this shit off you. I got literally hundreds of people. I'm making calls all day, you guys. There's nothing, you know, I had a fucking wicked awesome phone call yesterday. And the guy on the phone, he joined the community. He was like, well, Angela, I mean, like, if you could do it, so can I. That's what he said to me on the phone. I was like, thank you. Thank you very much. That is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. There's nothing incredibly special about me or anybody else who is a successful affiliate marketer, right? Inside of our community, outside of our community, anybody who's doing affiliate marketing, if they're having success, because they took the time to learn the skills and put them into action. They're not brain surgeons, all of them. They're not rocket scientists, you know, like, I mean, they're high school dropouts, college dropouts. It doesn't matter what you are inside of this industry, right? You can be anything as long as you realize that affiliate marketing is the way of the future, is creating more millionaires than any other industry on the fucking planet. And you have the divine ability to be a part of it. And you have the divine ability to share it with other people. And you can decide who you share that with. Do you see the amount of power you have? Do you guys see it? Do you see it in yourselves? What you can accomplish? Do you see what you can help other people accomplish? Do you see it inside yourselves, guys? Really, tell me, okay? Tell me in the feed here if you think, if you understand the power of what you have in front of you. Let me know if you understand it. Shahir, fuck them all, Angela. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you too, guys. So we are getting close to 9 p.m. My time, and I know that could be 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. in other time zones. So I don't want to keep you guys up all night. If you got any more questions, let me know here quickly, and I'll see if I can run through more. But other than that, I think I covered all the questions that you guys asked me throughout the week. And I will be doing more go lives than just Thursday nights from now on, because I have to. There's too much value. There's too much I'm learning that I got to share. And I don't want you guys having to wait a whole week for answers to the questions that you give me. So I'll be doing more go lives. So be sure to get notified when I'm coming online. So good. I see a lot of people saying, I do see it. Yes, I do. Yes, absolutely. So you understand the power you have. That is awesome. Okay? Awesome. Pauline, you are so awesome, Angela. Can't wait to meet you in Vancouver, Lady Boss. Absolutely. I will be there in Vancouver. Absolutely. I can't wait to meet all of you guys too. Events are the bomb. We were talking about this in our mastermind earlier. Get to the events, you guys. Okay. This is what I said about earlier about committing to the community and getting lifted up when you have this support. You don't have the support you quite need at home, right? The community will always provide that for you. Shaw, I always say if they knew the potential, they would jump off their beds every morning. Exactly. Right. Like, exactly. You know, you guys, like, I'm working long hour days, on my business basically since August, or sorry, since April when we were in Vegas. And I have never loved working a 10-hour, 12-hour day more than I am right now. You know, I am loving it. I'm loving everything I do every day, everybody I get to connect with, you know, all the people I'm helping every day. You know, my ripple effect is getting bigger and bigger, and it's coming back to me too. And I can feel that. And I just love it so much, you guys. I really do. And, I hope you guys feel this way too about yourselves and about your business and about the opportunity that you have to give and help other people with, you know. We talked in Las Vegas a lot about being global changers, and we truly are. We truly are, okay? We're changing the world, you know, one step at a time here. And, you know, inside of our community and the people that we have that are so phenomenal, and we do all of this sharing and we do all of this giving value. And, you know, I did a go live a couple weeks ago or something, and I remember I was talking about sales or something, and one of the girls commented, she was like, you could charge $5,000 for this information. Like for what I was giving away for free on that Go Live, I could have literally charged money to teach you that. But we don't do that here, right? We pass it on. We pay it forward. It is just as much my responsibility to pay my knowledge forward to you. And then when you get the knowledge and you take action and you find out what works for you, it's your responsibility to pay it forward too. Okay? That is crucial. And if there was more people thinking this way on the planet, man, would society ever be a nicer place to be? You know? I really believe that, okay? Pay it forward. Pass it on. It's vital. And it's not just about growing your business, okay? It is your responsibility. You know, Grant Cardone, he put up a wonderful video the other day about how, and Kevin has talked about this too with us, how completely unselfish it is to be successful. It is so selfless for you to be successful, because what ends up happening is you end up giving back to society more, right? You end up maybe employing some people, right? You end up helping other people by making yourself a success. Your ripple effect passes on success to other people. So you being a success is the most selfless thing you can do. It is not selfish at all. It is selfless. It is giving. It is passing it forward. It is paying it forward. It is telling others. It is sharing. It is grateful, being grateful. It's feeling blessed and passing on those blessings. That is what this business is. That is what this business requires. And that's the kind of mindset that is inside this group, and that's what makes us successful. Nicole, what would you say is the best way to prepare for the inevitable ad account getting flagged so it doesn't slow us down? Okay, so my account just got shut down last week, guys. I was back up in an hour. Okay, because what I did is I had inside of my personal profile, you get an ad account. Okay, then I made a second ad account inside Business Manager, and my Business Manager was the one that got shut down. So I just moved everything over to my personal ad account. Okay, I shut off the ad. Like I didn't. I put back up the ads of mine that were still working from the old ad account, and the one video that I knew they didn't like, I didn't use that video again. Okay, so I think it took me an hour to put those ads up again and go forward. And now I've started a new Facebook profile on Facebook. So some of you might start getting, I haven't done a lot with it yet, but some of you guys might start, some of my closer friends who I sent friend requests to immediately, they were like, oh my God, Angie, somebody hacked your name. I'm getting another friend request. What the hell? And I'm like, no, it's me. I'm building another profile so that I can have another active ad account in case this ad account I has gets shut down. Okay. The other thing you can do is if you have family who are not online really using their accounts, ask if you can borrow theirs, right? If you have sisters or friends who aren't using their ad account, ask if you can use their ad account, basically. So you would get access to their page. Like you would make them an administrator on your fan page and use their ad account so that you could then pick up your fan page and not have to rebuild a fan page over and over again either, right? So if you just prepare a bit for the inevitable, like you're saying, Nicole, right? Like, I think Brian Hodgson is the only person who hasn't had an ad account shut down. Julian's has said last night his has been shut down 20 times. I'm on my third account, but that's in 5 years, so that's pretty good. But yeah, the inevitable, like, preparation of an ad account going down, that's what I would do. And inside Business Manager, you can make more than one account inside Business Manager. I think you can have 3. So check that out and see if that works for you guys. But yeah, mine got shut down. I appealed this specific ad because sometimes if you spend enough money, they'll kind of look back and go, okay, we'll give you another chance. But they were strict about this one video I ran that they didn't like. So I was like, okay, I appealed it, didn't work out. I moved over to my next account. So if you always have another account getting ready to go, you're never going to be left behind. Have you or anyone seen the video on how to get 1,000 ad accounts and actually got Facebook? No, I haven't seen that video, Chuck. I don't know anything about that. That'd be interesting to see, though. Pauline, had an ad account shut down yet? You haven't had an ad account shut down yet, Pauline? If not, great. If you haven't had your ad account shut down yet, you guys, then that's a wonderful thing. But still get prepared for when it might happen, because practically every network marketer, because of the kind of advertising that we run, Facebook just doesn't like it. They don't like us taking them outside of Facebook to another link and certain things like that. So if we just prepare for the fact that the account might get shut down, it'll save you, being down for a month or more if you would just prepare for it now, so have contingencies in place for yourself, like think about contingencies. Like you're the CEO of your company, you guys. So it's important that you keep your ad account up. So, I said to myself ages ago, I was like, well, people are saying their accounts are getting shut down. I better get prepared for when this happens to me. And that's what I did. So when last week when it got shut down, I didn't skip a beat, so that's how I would prepare for it. Pauline, yes, I haven't yet, and I'm grateful. That's good. Awesome. Scott Laurie, there's AWOL training. Okay, I will see if I can find the vid and post it on here. That'd be great, Chuck. Yeah, because I haven't seen a video about how you can get 1,000 accounts. That'd be really interesting to see. So I think I'm going to sign off for tonight. It's just a little after 9 p.m. my time, so that's very late for other people in other time zones. As usual, guys, I hope I gave you some value. I hope there's some things that you can take from this and go implement in your business right away. And pass it on, share this. You guys know what I say, share the shit out of my stuff. Please do. Justin, I got 1 to 9. I changed one word. It was approved. Later that night, the same ad was shut down. So I deleted the ad and put it back up. There you go. Because you guys, this is where the Facebook crazy ex-girlfriend comes into play, right? Facebook kicks out your ad. You appeal it. You don't know why they're mad at you. You go back to your girlfriend and go back to Facebook and say, what happened? And then she's like, oh, you know what? Never mind. It was my fault. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Bye-bye. Here's your ad back. Right? So, this is the crazy ex-girlfriend or crazy ex-boyfriend that we talk about inside GAZ, right? Facebook has got its own temperament sometimes. And sometimes you can appeal it and win. And sometimes you can appeal it and they won't budge. So just be prepared, but have a second ad account ready. It's not that hard. Scott, I'll be watching replay. Just hopped on. You're welcome. Awesome, Scott. Gina, awesome, Sauce Angela. Thank you, Gina. I love you, girl. You're the best. So yeah, I hope you guys got some value from tonight. I will continue to do Ask Angela Anythings Thursday night, but I will be jumping on more Go Lives throughout the week because I gotta pass it on. I gotta pay it forward. I gotta give you value, and I got lots of ideas that I'm working on and lots of stuff I can tell you about. So I'll be doing more than just this one Go Live per week now. So I love and appreciate all of you guys. I hope you can take some stuff from this, go implement it in your business and find some success. Please share this with whoever you think would need it. I love and appreciate all of you guys. Have a wonderful night. Ciao for now.